Mr. President, I have consistently expressed my full support to our uniformed personnel. Kami po'y sumusuporta sa trabaho ng pulis basta in line of duty at naayon sa batas. Noong panahon po ni dating Pangulong Duterte, dinoble po ang sahod nila, pinaghirapan natin yon at ako'y patuloy na sumusuporta sa ating mga uniformed personnel. Ang atin naman dito, walang masaktan kung ano lang po yung ayon sa batas at ipatupad ng wala pong excessive use of force. I will not tolerate any form of abuse and will not let our police be weaponized to inflict harm to ordinary citizens. Kaya nga po lagi kong payo sa mga pulis, just do what is right and be professional. Proteksyonan niyo po ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Tugusin niyo po ang mga nananakot at nananamantala, pero huwag kayo pumayag na kayo ang maging sanhi ng takot at maging instrumento ng pananamantala. Mr. President, one life lost is too many. Imbis na maximum tolerance, ginawa na pong maximum terrorism. Hindi naman po terorista ang hinahanap nila, ba't kailangan pagmumukaing battleground ng isang place of worship. Merong mga naiulat na paggamit po ng tear gas at pepper spray sa isang sibilyan na nakikiusap lang po sa mga kapulisan. Ang pagbawal sa ilang membro ng legal team ng KOJC makapasok para gawing ang kanilang trabaho at pagpigil po sa KOJC Executive Minister mismo na kumustahin ang kanilang kasamahan na nasa loob po ng compound. Ito ay ilan lamang sa nakakabahalang pangyayari kung kaya't ang mga kapwa na bawain din natin ng ibang sektor ay tumitindig upang maproteksyonan ang kapakanan ng mga inosenteng kababayang apektado. Samantala, ang aking opisina po ay nakipag-ugnayan din po sa mga opisyalis at sa mga apektadong sibilyan upang magbigay ng anumang tulong, lalong-lalo na po sa mga pasyente na nasaktan, namatayan at nangangailangan. I sympathize with some of the police officers present there in the KOJC who have no choice but to follow orders. Marami sa inyo ay pagod at puyat na rin. Nakikiusap ako na malasakit naman kayo at maghinay-hinay kayo. Dahil ayaw nating meron na namang masaktan dala ng emosyon at kaguluhan dyan ngayon. Sino ba namang gusto makita ang kapwa Pilipino ay nagkakasakitan? To my fellow workers in government, please serve the interests of the Filipino people and protect the rights and welfare of our fellow Filipinos. Just do what is right in the discharge of your delegated powers. After all, sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from the people. Thank you, Mr. President.
Freedom of assembly should not mean obstruction of justice. Mayroong pugante at kailangan na ang pugante ay makuha while ensuring the least disruption to the movement of innocent civilians and no human rights violations. Mayroon din po ng credible na balita na may nagpapakalat ng fake news at mayroon ding nananakit ng kapwa miyembro para isisi sa kapulisan. Police brutality is unacceptable, but this is also unacceptable. Ako po'y nananawagan kay Ginoong Kibuloy na sumuko na at harapin ang pananagutan sa ilalim ng batas. Papakinggan natin ang heartbeat ng KOJC members. Pakinggan din natin ang heartbeat ng mga victim survivors, sina alias Amanda, alias JR, alias Jackson at iba pa. Trafficked, sexually abused, forced to perform begging activities. Let us not allow them to be invisible. Mr. President, malinaw po ang posisyon ko noon pa man. Ang kapulisan ay di kailanman dapat gumamit ng labis na dahas sa anumang sitwasyon. Sa kabilang banda, hindi po sapat na rason ang relihiyon at paniniwala para aktibong pigilan ang pagpapatupad ng batas natin. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Si Senator De La Rosa po ay talagang nakikita niya nangyayari sa tao. Both sides. Usapin niya yung KOJC and the other Tabaweños na alam niya po ang sitwasyon. So, based on your personal information po, Mr. President, ano po ba ang sitwasyon sa ground? Paano po ba yun na naglagay ng parang kampo ang pulis dun sa lugar? And then pag sinabi natin lugar, is it outside of the gate of the KOJC compound or inside of the gate of the KOJC compound?
Correct, Mr. President. Both inside and outside of KOJC compound. Andoon po nakakampo ang ating mga kapulisan.
Yung ginawa nilang public property, isang private property, kahit pansamantala lamang.
Correct, Mr. President. Tila nga, pakiramdam ng mga tao doon ay meron ng martial law na nangyayari doon sa Davao. Dahil nga, yung compound ay hindi na magamit ng mga may-ari. Mga rightful owner of that compound hindi na magamit dahil binabawalan silang pumasok. At kung sila ay nakapasok, gusto nila lumabas, hindi na sila makapasok ulit. So, this is deprivation of private property, Mr. President.
And ang KOJC naman po, or si Pastor Kibuloy, I know he's represented by good lawyers. Kilala ko nga si Atty. Torion. So, I'm sure nag-reason out na po sila siguro sa commanding officer on the ground. Ano po binigay na legal basis naman ng police at bakit nila ginagawa yun?
Their reason, Mr. President, for vacating the area was that meron pa daw silang namumonitor na heartbeat sa ilalim ng lupa, underground. And that could possibly be the heartbeat of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy And that is the reason why they encamp inside the KOJC compound, because they presume that their service of warrant of arrest is still ongoing. And it was explained properly by the lawyer, Attorney Torion, but still to no avail, Mr. President. So the KOJC officials give in to the wishes of the Philippine National Police. Pumayag sila, Mr. President. O sige, kung saan yung gusto hanapin yung heartbeat na yan, puntahan natin. Sama kami sa inyo para malaman natin kung saan yan. Kung saan yung kakalkalin yung mga lupa, gigibain ninyo yung mga structures para mahanap nyo yung heartbeat na yan. Pumayag na lang yung walang magawa ng mga taga-KOJC. Dahil gusto nila matapos na, Mr. President. But and yet, matapos ang lahat, balik-balik na, ayaw pa rin umalis sa ating kapulisan doon. Andoon pa rin sila na parabang kanila ng martial law ba na private property, basta-basta nila kukunin ng gobyerno at yung may-ari ay hindi na makagamit sa
Kaya nga,
property, Mr. President.
kaya nga,
Yan ang kinasama ng loob ko, Mr. President. Because I am a retired policeman. I am once the chief of the Philippine National Police. At alam kong maling-mali yung ginagawa nila. But still, why are these people continue to do that despite knowing that they are violating the rule of law? Yun lang ang kinasama ko, Mr. President.
Tapos po ba, nakita nyo rin po na because of that police presence na amounting to a barricade or an encampment, pati po ba yung use ng highway sa labas ng KOJC compound ay apektado din?
Apektado talaga, Mr. President, dahil sinara ng kapulisan yung highway. Siguro,
Yung lane,
that is
na pinakamalapit o yung buong highway?
yung buong highway, airport hanggang dulo, yung buong highway pa hanggang Panakan, hindi na mapasukan ng sasakyan dahil hinarang ng pulis. Dahil, siguro, to my mind, I am also a policeman. We think the same manner, Mr. President. Alam ko yan, ginawa ng kapulisan para harangin yung posibleng reinforcement. Dahil takot sila magkakaroon ng people power doon sa KOJC premises. Kaya hinarangan nila na wala makapasok na sasakyan para wala mag-transport ng mga tao doon. So, I'm not blaming them for that. Kanya-kanya diskarte yan, Mr. President. Pero, ang problema lang, ang movement ng mga ordinaryong mamamayan from Davao del Norte, Agusan, going towards Davao City, ay masyadong na-hampered, Mr. President. Lalong-lalo na yung pupunta ng airport. Dahil iikot ka pa doon sa napakalayong ikutan mo para makapunta ka sa airport.
Well, yun na nga, Mr. President. Pero yung kasi yung mga worry nila ng kapulisan, na sabi na ating speaker, former chief ng PNP, na-anticipate mo, logical. But it's because you're taking too long to serve the arrest warrant. That is the point.
Yes,
Why? Okay. And then, ayaw nilang i-abandon yung pag-serve ng arrest warrant because sabi nila may indicated sila na may heartbeat.
Yes.
But what is that machine which tells them that there is a heartbeat? Where is it located?
Well, it should be explained. Properly, Mr. President.
Paano naging kapani-paniwala na kung saan yung makina at saan daw, how many meters away yung heartbeat na nag-detect yung makina?
Yun lang, Mr. President. At Mr. President, sabi ko kanina, may lumabas na restraining order coming from the RTC branch in Davao City. But now, as we speak, per KOJC people, PNP officials won't recognize the temporary protection order issued today by RTC branch 50 of Davao City. So ganito na palang utak ng ating kapulisan ngayon. May order na ang korte na ibakit nila yung lugar. Ayaw sumunod. So, ano na nangyari sa bansa natin, Mr. President?
So siguro,
Ganito na pala ang pag-iisip nating kapulisan, ayaw sumunod ng korte.
do we have a copy of the so-called TPO? Para makita
I don't have
natin
the
yung
copy,
per-
Mr. President. I'm just
Siguro,
relying on
if we can-
information.
if we
Kakalabas
can
lang sa
ask-
news.
If we can ask our contacts in Davao to send us a copy of the TPO para at least makita natin.
I will try, Mr.
Opo.
President.
Kasi nakakabahala na rin po yan na ino-honor na nga yung service ng warrant of arrest kasi nga issued by a court, and then we have a court now, and I think the court which issued the warrant of arrest is not a Davao court, no? I think it is a Metro Manila court. Tama po ba yun? Kasi alam ko ba? Tama po ba? Yung warrant of arrest po, the court which issued the warrant of arrest is not a Davao court, it's a Metro Manila
Yes,
based
Mr.
court.
President. Correct, Mr. President.
So yun, ino-honor na nga natin sa Davao. And ito na nga, nangyayari na to disruption of the life of the Davaoenos because it is taking too long to execute the arrest warrant. And then meron naman tayong court order, an order from a local court who is now more familiar with the situation on the ground. And the speaker is telling us that per his information, hindi sinusunod. But siguro, the terms of that court order, kailangan siguro makita natin kasi sometimes baka sabihin talaga nila, hindi naman ito naka-address sa amin.
Yeah, Mr. President, if I may read, RTC 11th Judicial District, Branch 15, Davao City, in the matter of petition for the writ of amparo, the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above all names incorporated, KOJC, represented by Executive Pastor Marlon Acubo, Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated, represented by Rosemary Dimag Naong, versus Honorable Benjamin Abalos in his capacity as the Secretary of the DILG, the Philippine National Police, et al. Temporary protection order in a verified petition filed last July 1, 2024 by the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above all names, Incorporated, Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated, et al. Against Benjamin C. Abalos in his capacity as the Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government, Philippine National Police, et al. Petitioners allege that the right to life, liberty, and security is violated or threatened with violation by an unlawful act or omission of the respondents. Thus, petitioners seek for the issuance of a writ of amparo, among others. In a resolution dated July 1, 2024, the RTC Executive Judge Retrina E. Fuentes found no urgent necessity for the issuance of the writ and ordered the immediate ruffling of the case among the regular court. Accordingly, this petition was ruffled to this court on July 3, 2024, and corresponding order was issued on July 8, 2024, directing the respondents to file their comment within 15 days from the receipt thereof. Around 5 o'clock in the morning of August 24, 2024, the PNP 11, armed with warrants of arrest, entered the compound of QOJC and JMCFI located along Philippine-Japan Principe Highway, Saksa, Davao City, in search of Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy and other individuals. Diretso na ako sa decision ng Korte, Mr. President.
Sige po.
Hence, this court, under the current situation, sees the urgency to direct the PNP 11 to immediately cease and desist from any act or omission that threatens the life, liberty, and security as well as the properties of the petitioners. The PNP 11 is hereby ordered to remove all forms of barricades, barriers, or blockades that bar the access to and from the subject compound and hinder petitioners' religious, academic, propriety rights and the pursuit thereof by its officers and members within and surrounding the premises. The office of the Clerk of Court is directed to immediately serve the order to any single PNP 11 commanding officers present within the premises of PNPC compound at the regional office. So ordered. Signed. Signed by the judge.